How's it going, everybody? This is not a ASMR video. Well, it's a rant video. As many people probably know at this point, I learned last night. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I'll always flip my iPad open to see if I have any updates on anything, because it shows you the notifications or whatever when you open it. But I had an email from YouTube, which everybody who creates had one, I assume. And it was like, by February 20th, starting now, I have the thing open here on the iPad, but it says here, 2007 marked a tough year for many of you, with several issues affecting our community and the revenue earned from advertising through the YouTube Partner Program. Despite these issues, more creators than ever are earning a living on YouTube, with the number of channels making over six figures, up to 40%. All right, this is blah, blah, blah. In 2018, a major focus for everyone at YouTube is protecting our creative ecosystem, ensuring your revenue is more stable. Well, my revenue will not be stable, and it never will be anyway, but there, by February 20th, if you don't hit 4,000 hours watched and 1,000 subs in 12 months, you will be demonetized. You can't monetize your videos. Now, for myself personally, I was like, at first, I'm like, oh, come on, really? Like, I was pissed when I first saw it. I was like, what the hell? The minutes are not a problem for me, actually, because I've watched other people's videos on it this morning, and it was like 240,000 minutes, I guess, in a year and 12-month span would equal 4,000 hours watched. I'm over 300,000 minutes. That's one of the beauties of ASMR videos, is that you don't have to have a high sub base, but people, if they like your videos, will watch them repeatedly. And a lot of ASMR videos are typically longer anyway. 1,000 subs I am not at. And at the rate I lose subs per month, I don't even know. Like, I have goals set in mind of when I want to hit 1,000 subs, or when I think I can get there, but it's like, I feel like I gain a sub, I lose a sub. It's annoying. But I mean, I don't think I get to 1,000 subs by February 20th. That's not going to happen. I'm at 737 now, so I will not be able to get both of those. I mean, I see a lot of people talking, about, sub for sub, which is cool. Smaller creators should stick together regardless of what community you put videos up in, because, most of YouTube is smaller channels, and it's like hard for me to rant on this stuff. I was actually just passionate to get a video up on it. I typically wouldn't even bother, but it doesn't piss me off too much. It is annoying because I never looked at this as, look, it's, how hard it is. The people who make significant money on YouTube bust their ass. Let's be honest, they bust their ass. I'm not saying I don't, but I don't put, I put time into my videos, but it's not like I don't edit my videos at all. I think once I might have cut a video short, which I don't really consider editing. You clip the last 10 seconds, whatever. I don't really go nuts with that. Here comes a cat. So I don't sit here and complain about that. It's not even really about the money, honestly. Because I regret to inform you guys, I'm still going to put up my 10 to 12 videos a month. Regardless of if money's coming in or not. Now, if I was hitting 100 consistently a month, but I mean, to get $100 a month, you still have to generate like 100,000 views. It usually equates to almost, 1,000 views will generate you $1. It's not happening anyway for me. But in here it says, at the end it says something like, they keep saying bad actors. That's, I guess the reason they really want to protect creators is from people using dummy accounts or spam accounts or whatever and stealing other people's content and whatnot. I'd rather them almost just come out and be like, listen, if you're under 1,000 subs or you don't have 4,000 hours watching a year, we don't give a shit about you. Just come out and say that. Be honest. Listen, you don't matter enough. And, I'd rather than be frank and be like, you don't matter when it comes to fucking, you're not going to generate shit for us anyway. So you don't really matter enough for that. And that'd be fine. But yes, this will affect, smaller people. Like I said, I never said it's not like, oh no, I haven't even hit 100 on a threshold, and that's not even the point anyway. I don't really, whatever, it's just more like, well, you want to get there at some point or whatever, but like I was saying, see, I'm all over the place. This is legitimately a ramble because I don't do well with this kind of stuff. It's like I know what I want to say, but I never can articulate myself well enough, even if I feel like I'm saying what's right. But I'll read another piece here. On February 28th, starting today, we're changing the eligibility requirement for monetization to 4,000 hours of watch time within the past 12 months and 1,000 subscribers. So maybe the 1,000 subscribers doesn't come in 12 months. You just have to have them. We arrived at these new thresholds after thorough analysis and conversations with creators like you. I don't remember having a conversation with them. Why would they converse with someone like me? They will allow us to significantly improve our ability to identify creators who contribute positively to the community and help drive more ad revenue to them and away from bad actors. This is the bad actor thing. I don't know what that means. I guess maybe that means people who are stealing content or something. I mean, listen, I know my videos aren't fucking well acted. Come on now, you don't have to insult me. These higher standards will also help us prevent potentially inappropriate videos from monetizing, which can hurt revenue for everybody. I mean, that might be in part to that stuff. I mean, you couldn't avoid that stuff, the Logan Paul stuff, but I don't know. I don't know when I think they were coming up with this idea probably before that happened, but I don't know. That doesn't really, really, I don't know. I can't see one person destroying it for everybody. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, I guess he could, but, but I mean, you're hurting revenue for everybody anyway by taking away everybody's ability. Anybody whose ability doesn't have a certain thing, hit the certain threshold, their ability is now taken away. It's not even hurt, it's dead, it's been killed. So, on February 20th, 2018, we'll also implement the threshold across existing channels on the platform to allow for a 30-day grace period. On that date, channels with fewer than 1,000 subs or 4,000 watch hours will no longer be able to earn money on YouTube. When they reach 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours, they will be automatically reevaluated under strict criteria to ensure they comply with our policies. New channels will need to apply, and their application will be evaluated when they hit these milestones. New channels, I think, have to immediately start up today. Like, you have to immediately get there. You can't monetize right out of the gate or whatever. Now, this is an interesting thing here. Not really, but to me, I guess. Though these changes will affect a significant number of channels, 99% of those affected were making less than $100 per year in the last year. That's me, obviously, with 90% earnings less than $250 a month. Any of those channels who no longer meet this threshold will be paid what they've already earned based on AdSense policies. After thoughtful consideration, we believe these are necessary compromises to protect our community. Now, I just look at that as, I read that as, and I hope it's the case, whatever you have stocked up for now, you've earned, but you haven't hit the threshold, they'll just pay you out that. It's like compensation for being like, you're done, here's, take this money. Because if they don't give you that would be annoying for me personally. Because it's not like I don't, want to hit, I don't want to hit $100 because of invalid click activity, which will immediately screw you. I don't want that. I wanted to hit 100. It could, it's taken a long time, and I haven't even gotten there. But if I get paid out on February 20th, whatever I'm at, which would probably be around 80, I don't have a problem with that. Whatever, I do feel like, I hate to say I deserve money for being on YouTube. That's not the case. I put these videos up because I like making them, and I like the comments, and I like the feedback and everything from people. That's what makes it worthwhile. And it's nice knowing I have all those minutes watched because my subs are actually watching these videos consistently and they help them. That's what matters the most. I mean, listen, I think anybody who starts up on YouTube, you're like, ooh, I can get some money. And you come to the realization quick that that's not the case. I mean, you're not just going to make a ton of money. It's just not going to happen. You have to get lucky partially. You have to put up excellent content. You have to be committed, and you have to be to the point where I want to do this and I'm going to make a ton of money. Not a ton even, but consistent good money. Make it a job. The people who do that bust their ass. Like, people will be like, oh, YouTubers. I mean, these people with a ton of, not even a ton. I mean, I put effort into my videos and I have under 1,000 subs. But people who have 100,000, 250, whatever, a million, they put the effort in. Like, it's not like they don't put the effort in, They put in a ton of effort and they bust their ass, and they deserve that. It just stinks, like, it stinks because if you're just under the impression you like doing the videos, you monetize most of them, which I do, some I don't. I'll probably just monetize this one just because. But you can't, like, 1,000. I don't even know what I'm saying. I should have just called it an ASMR ramble because I'm rambling. I watch other people's videos on it to get their views, and like I said, most of them would say these things better than me anyway because they have a better understanding of it. As I was saying, this is what I wanted to say. I wanted to get if I get paid out whatever at February 20th, because and whatever it is, I'm happy with that myself personally, because I feel like I've earned that. Even if it's not 100, I don't care. I feel like I've earned that, and my videos at least deserve that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you my videos deserve $100 a month to me. They don't. That's the truth. I'm not going to sit here and say that, because I put effort into making the videos, and I think out the videos, but in terms of editing, I do none. So there's no effort there. I mean, I will screw myself if I'm 10 minutes into a video and an outside source comes or something screws up. I start from the beginning. I'm not good with all this stuff, editing and stuff, but I don't put I put effort into my videos. They're well thought out. Like, I'm not gonna toot my own horn or anything, but I think my videos are decent. I'm not gonna tell you they're great, because they aren't of great quality, but I think they're of decent quality. And it doesn't matter as long as people get enjoyment from them and stuff, and they don't sound like complete shit. Because with ASMR, sound is, for me at least, more important than visual. Visual is important as well in some cases, but so if it's like, say I was able to make, hypothetically, $100 every 4 months, I would be like, you know what, that's fine with me. I'm not, I just a tiny bit of extra cash, whatever. Obviously, that's not going to be the case anymore. Maybe when I hit 1,000 subs, which I believe I'll hit. At some point, I should hit that. Although at the rate I happen to lose them, that's still annoying. I've posed that question to other people with similar sub counts, or just any sub counts. Like, do you consistently lose, like, close to 15 every month? Now, I understand dead accounts and stuff, so. But, they want to do that, and I guess I can see where they're coming from in some ways. I mean, maybe they don't want to, that's why I was always like, well, they're not going to pay you out monthly until you hit a threshold anyway, because that's completely costing them money. Too bad it wasn't 50, but, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm completely rambling. It doesn't piss me off as much as I thought it would. It did at first. Like, I was like, it was 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. or something, and I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, really? But then I was like, you know what? I read the other thing where, like, if you're going to pay me out, I feel my videos are worth more than that, but they're definitely worth that as well. I mean, they're not worth much more than that, let's be honest. I put these up for fun, like I said. I have picked up stuff. I mean, I bought that eye chart. I bought gum for gum chewing videos, which, whatever. That's not that they're crazy expenses, but I bought a brush kit to do brushing videos for specific videos. In some cases just to add more background stuff and whatever. I could always go to the Patreon or PayPal tip account, which is something I don't know if you watch this far. I have been in my brain going over, but I mean, a part of me, it's so hard for me to ask people for money. Even if I feel like, maybe I should get a little something back, right? Maybe you think that in your mind. It's still hard for me to ask for that. And whatever, if I could open up a Patreon, it wouldn't matter anyway. It's not like anything normal would be generated there. But I would like to get more props and stuff at some point, but I can do that at thrift stores and garage sales. I can generate stuff for cheap. I guess I feel like most YouTubers, especially when you hit a certain point, or you put up a lot of videos and whatever your sub count is, over time you're always like, I want to be compensated, because you do put effort in and stuff, whatever. But I would never look at it as crazy compensation. But I mean, some of these other people have been saying, YouTube, small creators need to stick together, and that's the truth. A lot of people are going the sub for sub thing again, which is funny, because when I started my channel in 2009 with video games, like subbing back and forth to each other was like a big thing, and it was kind of cool because other creators in your community, you were able to go back and forth with them, and you make some friends and stuff. I mean, I always welcome, if people want to send me messages just asking about stuff, that'd be cool, but I like to kind of get to know when, somebody put a request up or said, you should do a Q&A. I did a Q&A a while back, and I got some questions, not a ton. I'm going to actually do another one of those. I will put up a specific video maybe next week for that. The gum chewing jerk video is going to probably go up tomorrow at this point of the day after. I wanted to go out and get gum today, but it's raining, and I don't want to get myself sick because I'm feeling a little shitty anyway, but you can hear my already normal, as someone put it once, you sound like Solid Snake when you woke up in the morning. I do have a deeper voice, and when I get sick, it gets even a little more gravelly than normal. But I just wanted to talk about that. I'll probably go a few more minutes here. Like I said, I mean, I want to just vent about it, and there's people who are going to affect, but like people have said, don't let it get you down, because like I can't let it get me down in the case where it's not like I was going to make significant money anyway. It's like, give me my payout and whatever. I still want to hit, when I hit 1,000 subs, I will reapply and then be like, But I heard on another person's video, somebody with a ton of subs did something, and then they've tried to reapply with like almost 1 million subs or something, and they still haven't gotten the okay to monetize their ads, which is insane. So I don't know if they're going to pull that stuff with people, and you're going to be sitting there waiting a year just to get monetized, if you even do, after you reach that criteria. But I mean, it came on here too to vent about it. But I'm also going to make the same amount of videos. I mean, man, I'm making more because I love making them. I really do. Like, part of me, I start up and I'm going to make these videos. It's ASMR. I'm going to be able to generate a ton of views because so many people watch these things, and you get ideas in your head, and like I said, that goes away quickly, that it's not going to work that way. You have to put in a shit ton of effort, and you have to be like, this is how I'm going to go this route. You have to come up with a thought in your mind, this is the route I'm going, and you put in total 100% effort into it and make it work. I mean, I'll sit here and say I put 100% of my effort that I'm putting into these videos, and I want to get more creative this year, and I still do. I mean, I may be a little more whatever. I mean, I could use whatever YouTube gives me. I hope they do. I really hope they do that, because if they don't, and that ad money that I have generated up to this point disappears, I'll be pissed, because I do feel like I earned that. They just can't give it to you because you haven't hit a certain threshold. But you see other people though. I'm at 737, and that's not 1,000. I mean, for me to get to 1,000 by February 20th would be damn near impossible. It's not going to happen. I'd be ecstatic if it did, but it won't. Probably won't be anything can happen, but there's people with lower accounts that put up great shit too, man, and it's not going to happen for them, and that sucks. I mean, once again, you can get there, but the same thing though. If you have a lower count, like even like me, it's not like I was like, oh, here come my hundreds. No, I mean, for me to hit, at best I'd be hitting 100 every 4 months. It's not it's not game changing money in any way for me. Any little money from it would have helped because of, how I am social anxiety wise and stuff. But I have other avenues, that I can get. It's not a ton, but it's something, and whatever. But, maybe I will, try, no, I want, like I said, more people will probably go towards the Patreon route or whatever, just to try to generate any little thing. But I mean, that's hard as hell too, man. Like I said though, me myself, I may go that route one day. If I did, it would probably be like a PayPal tip thing that I see people do, not so much a Patreon thing, because like I said, it's very uncomfortable for me to ask people to give me money every month. I don't feel right doing it. That's just me. I'm not saying it's wrong to do. I'm just saying that's me. In my mindset, it doesn't. And I need to probably get past that mindset, because, everybody's out for themselves in the way that, you want to make something. You feel like you deserve something for it, and there's nothing wrong with that. It just, I guess it depends on how much you think you deserve. I would never overvalue myself in that case, because I'm not stupid. I'm not going to be like, well, I deserve $200 a month. I don't. That's the honesty. I can be honest with myself. Do I deserve a little a month? Probably, yeah. I feel like my videos I do a decent amount of requests, and I try to do most of them. There's some I haven't. But, and sometimes the thanks and the comments and the likes are enough in most cases. But, you want a little something. Like I said, if I was generating 100 every 4 months, I'd be like, this is awesome. I'm getting a little something for doing it, and I enjoy doing it. But I'm still going to enjoy doing it and probably not get anything for it. But whatever, I still enjoy doing it. So, I mean, let people know, what do you think about Patreon and PayPal thing, and, because that could also backfire on you. People would be like, F you, dude, which in some cases is understandable. But, with those things, you just ask. People aren't obligated to do anything. But yeah, I guess that was a legitimate rant. I read some of this stuff, I guess. It's just I probably could call it an ASMR rant. But I just wanted to put that up. I mean, it's going to affect smaller creators, obviously, the ones that are going to bite the bullet on this one. But, I mean, a lot of those smaller creators, myself included, I would assume don't have visions of making insane money. But if you wanted to make a little extra every year, just a little bonus here and there, like, oh, look, a bonus $100, whatever, here and there, you're screwed. It's not going to happen. I mean, it could possibly still, and once you can get reapply for it or whatever, then maybe it happens. But yeah, well, anyway, I just wanted to complain about that. Not even complain about it, but just talk about it and vent a little bit. like I said, at first I was pissed, and more I was like, you know what, I can't. It's more the not about money. It's more or being able to monetize. It's more like YouTube, pretty much. Like I said, they should just come out and say you don't matter, and that would have been fine. Be like, listen, honestly, we hate to say this to you, but you don't have the subs that are going to help us. You don't matter, you know. But eventually you'll get to 1,000. But 1,000's a bigger number than people say. You know, I was just watching the. I think one of the videos I watched, I think his name was Mundane Matt, and he said he's like, you know, he had I think he has 156,000 or something, and you know, he's like 1,000. You know, to me may not seem a lot, but 1,000 is a lot. And you know, I saw another person, I think it was soft-spoken simmer. Was like, you know, she hit her 1,000, and that's really when your YouTube life actually starts. You know, as crazy as it sounds. I hope to get there, you know, eventually, sooner rather than later. And you know, it's not even about reapplying. It's just I feel in my mind. I mean, maybe I sound like a jerk, but I feel like I should be over 1,000 subs now, based on the amount of videos I put up and the stuff I put up. I put up pretty varied videos, but you know, I'm not there yet. I've generated almost 1,000, counting lost subs. I'm close. Well, maybe not, like at 850, I guess. But it is what it is. You know, I'm still gonna make videos, so it doesn't really matter if I'm monetized or not. I'm gonna still make videos, but I might as well monetize every video I can. From here till February 20th, I should just put up cranial nerve exam videos every day. Those are my best hitting ones. Just rotate between cranial nerve and eye exam role plays every other day. I won't do that. But anyone, yeah, I guess let me know how you think about it. If you're a creator, if even not, whatever. Let me know how you think about it or whatever. You know, share my videos as well. You know, because I still want to build my sub count up, and I feel that shared videos help. And I'm not too good at promoting myself either, which is part of the problem. It's hard for me to just try to promote myself. I have weird values that don't make sense in a lot of things. It's just that, you know. But yeah, this video's gone on for a little long now, so people are gonna have to, if you sit through it, cool, because it adds to those minutes. But yeah, you know, thanks everybody for checking this out. Let me know how you feel. You know, you can criticize about what I said too. Don't if you're gonna criticize me normally. Don't just put like some random comment that doesn't even bother, you know. But yeah, thanks everybody for checking this out. And you know, hang in there if you really crushed by it. Hang in there, and you know, let's gather together. You know, maybe the sub for sub thing works too. You know, I typically will sub to people who sub to me. In some cases, I haven't. I may do it more now, but I usually will sub. Anybody who subs to me, I typically will sub back to them if they have content up. Obviously, you know, if you don't put up videos, then it doesn't matter. But yeah, you know, thanks everybody for checking this out, and have a good day.